It's McCall's header. It's a slack pass by Malpass. This is McCoist! And right across the face of goal, well, McCoist claiming he was held. It all began by a mistake there from Malpass.
Yeah, McCoist pounces on it. I think there's a bit of push and shove here. What Alan McCoist is saying to the referee that Malpass is fouling him, holding his arm, which he may well have been doing there. McCoist gets a left foot shot and just sneaks past the post. As you can see here, when McCoist pounces on it, Malpass holds him, gets his arm round McCoist. No question he's holding him there, and probably does enough to put McCoist off hitting the target.
That's Hitley getting the touch. Petric is there. This is McPherson. Stephen. Ian Ferguson. Brown. Through for Jury. So Stephen clips it forward. Hitley's header. Jury! 2-1 to Rangers with 78 minutes gone, and the head of Gordon Jury again for Rangers. And Jury taking part all the way through that particular move. Walter Smith will be a happier man now. It was Jury who was in at the heart of it. The long ball played through. Hitley's header, and thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll just let the equaliser. Once again, it's the ball to the back post. This time it's a Hitley knockdown, and Jury, well, couldn't miss that one, could he?
Closer to the 6th consecutive championship. They know they can clinch it within the next 7 days. There's still got Jerry Nixon to contend with here. And he takes on John Brown again. It's through now for Bowman. Petric is well forward. Gordon Petric scored his first goal for United last week, and he was well up for this one.
Yeah, well, it's a terrific cross for Bowman, and I mean, this is a great chance for Petric. Good leap, but miles off target. You're looking for him to trouble Maxwell in that situation, but certainly this second half, came to life. It's been first class after the first half was somewhat dull.
Here's Ferguson, bouncing upwardly, but he manages to pick out Hitley. McCoist in the middle. It's cut out by Malpass. Hitley trying to play it into the feet of McCoist, but Malpass, very seasoned campaigner, cuts it out without any fuss. The referee checks his watch, and there goes the final whistle. Rangers edge ever closer to that 6th consecutive championship, and there's a man whose 2 second-half goals made the difference. But it was United who opened the scoring after 47 minutes. Tremendous pace by Jerry Nixon on the left, getting away from John Brown. And there was Christian Daly to finish off. But Gordon Jury stepped in then. It was Hitley who was the provider on both occasions. After 64 minutes, he swung over the high cross, and Jury powered the ball into the back of the net with his head. Then in 78 minutes, Jury again. Hitley this time sending the ball across from the left, and there was Jury with the easiest of chances. The full-time score at Ibrox, Rangers 2, Dundee United 1.
There were 2 yellow cards for Rangers, 4 for United. Almost 45,000 watched it. Afterwards, Jerry spoke to Walter Smith, but first to Gordon Jury.
Rangers put a lot of effort into the first half. United took the lead. It was really only after that Rangers really started to play, wasn't it?
Yeah, as I say, it was a bit cagey first half, and then the boy Nixon had a great run, and the boy finished it off well. But I think that shows the character of the club. We got a goal down, and things weren't really going well for us, but we dug in and we got the 2 goals in the end.
And Mark Hitley, who's scored 30 himself this season, very much the provider for you today.
No, that's right, for a change. Yeah, the big man's really been doing it all season, scoring and creating, and again today created the 2 for me. The second one was my kind of distance, especially after the Aberdeen game.
Walter, your overall thoughts on the performance?
I was pleased the manner in which we came back in the game. I felt the first half was fairly even, with us, maybe having most of the territorial advantage without creating a great deal. It was disappointing to lose a goal just after half-time, where we get caught in the break after, corner kick for us. But I was very pleased with the way we came back in the game. Always takes a little bit of time to settle down after you lose a goal like that. And we came back after that and created quite a few chances to score and 2 good goals. So I was very pleased with the way the players responded to going 1 down.
With the cup final coming up, I know it's a few weeks away yet. Did United give you any further food for thought today in terms of the pace of Nixon and Daly?
No, I don't think so. You're always aware of that threat. It's part and parcel of the team. They are a team who sit back and try and use that pace of the players that they've got up front. You've always got to bear it. That's their biggest threat. That's why it was a bit disappointing to get caught out with that, because it was something that we were aware of.
Did you say food for thought, Jerry?
I think so.
Jerry McNee.
So away we go for the final Old Firm game of the season. Absolute bedlam here at Ibrox Stadium. A crowd of just under 46,000. And a unique occasion, all Rangers fans. And this is an occasion that the historians will talk about in the future. I wonder if we'll also talk about the game itself. There's Ally McCoist in early action. A man with a special scoring record against Celtic. He scored 24 goals against the Parkhead club, spanning 11 seasons. Quite remarkable achievement.
Well, Celtic have had a few injury problems, but it's apparent this early stage of the game that Mowbray's beginning taking care of Hateley, and McNally picking up McCoist and Dovcek sweeping behind the two, with Lee Martin pushing up in his unaccustomed left back spot, and young Barry Smith in the right back position.
His Old Firm debut this afternoon, and the same for Simon Donnelly. Players like Willie Faulkner as well, experiencing this atmosphere for the first time. But, there's a season campaigner, Peter Grant, putting in the challenge on Robertson. So his experience will be vital to Celtic this afternoon. He's played in so many of these matches. He's made, in fact, more than 300 first-team appearances. But here's McCoist! It's Trevor Stephen. Well, Pat Bonner making a tremendous stop from Ally McCoist, and then Trevor Stephen.
Well, this looks like the first goal of the game here. Mowbray and Hateley fighting it out for it. Breaks lovely to McCoist. He hits it well, but a good block by Paddy Bonner.
So a very determined start by Rangers. And good handling by the Celtic keeper. This is a big afternoon for him, having just come back into the first team. It's his 37th appearance of the season. He's had 14 shutouts so far, but in and out of the team. And glad to be back now, especially with the World Cup coming up. Presley's head out, Ferguson. And off for his route to goal cut off there by McGinley. And had to concede the throw-in.
I think he might have been aware there of not putting Colin Scott under too much pressure at such an early stage in the game, just cleared the danger rather than attempt to pass back.
The challenge going in there from Gough. It's away by McPherson. This is McCoist. It was Mowbray who got the touch. Now it's Ferguson. Good play by Ferguson to McCall. Stephen. This is Robertson. McCall's ahead of him. Still it's Robertson. Well, they scored a goal a couple of weeks ago, but his teammates crying out for the ball there. McCall was just ahead of him. Gordon Jury was wide on the left, but he elected to go it alone.
Yeah, and elected to kick it with his right foot. He had no option, actually, and obviously not his strongest foot. Many good goals. I've seen David Robertson scoring about that left foot. He really can thump them with that.
Switch of play to McGinley. Barry Smith's running in support. Getting in a good cross and well handled by Colin Scott, with Simon Donnelly coming in.
That's nice to see both youngsters there, Barry Smith. I'm saying youngster, Colin Scott's a reasonably experienced goalkeeper, but it's nice to see them getting into the thick of the action early on. Nice cross there from Barry Smith and good handling by Colin Scott.
Trevor Stephen, McPherson's away to the right. But, Trevor Stephen solidly challenged. It was Peter Grant who did well for Celtic there. Now this is McCall for Rangers. We'll switch to Haitley. Robertson's charging forward in support. It's played shot though to McCall. And the referee awarding a free kick to Rangers. It's played through looking for Robertson. He topples to the ground, claims for a penalty. But the referee waves him away. It was Barry Smith who collided with the Rangers defender. And Les Mottram, the World Cup referee, immediately shook his head.
Well, it's one of these difficult ones for the referee. David Robertson just gets in front of Barry Smith here, but I don't think it was a penalty. Les Mottram correct here.
This is Ferguson. Misunderstanding between Goff and Scott. Going to limit the bedlam here in the stadium. Very difficult to hear one another. This is Goff playing the long one for Jury. And it's Barry Smith who makes the challenge. Rangers have the throw.
Yeah, well, certainly Lou McCarry's tactics are working so far. With the five in the middle of the park, the Rangers are finding it difficult to get width, and Jury in particular.
And again, up the long throw from Robertson. And again in towards Haitley. This is Mowbray trying to get it clear, and eventually it's McGinley. This is Goff toiling a bit. He's caught by Donnelly. There could be something on here for Celtic. They're pouring players forward. Still it's Donnelly. McGinley's calling for it in the middle. But Goff recovers.
Certainly, Simon Donnelly isn't overawed by the occasion. He's had a very impressive start to the game. And could have caused Rangers more problems there if they'd been a bit more direct, instead of taking the ball wide after robbing Goff.
Ferguson's header. It's away by Martin. Robertson struggling there. In comes Presley. And a free kick against Goff. Well, Rangers really making life difficult for themselves.
That was good experienced play for Donnelly for an inexperienced youngster. Just sort of backing into Goff a little bit there, and Goff's got to climb over the top of them. And then now Celtic have got a free kick in a dangerous position.
After Rangers' positive start, Celtic have been coming more and more into this match, and I think they sense a vulnerability in this Rangers defence. Mistakes are being made, and one of them leading to this free kick. And the referee wants the Rangers defensive ball to retreat just a bit more. Well, Celtic could really silence this huge crowd here. It's Collins. It's a magnificent goal by John Collins. 29 minutes gone here at Ibrox. Rangers 0, Celtic 1, and really self-inflicted wounds by Rangers giving away the free kick. But what a mighty strike by Collins right into the top corner.
Yeah, well, we're half expecting the dog-check thunderbolt there. But Collins steps up and flights this beautifully into the top right-hand corner. And the goal greeted by deafening silence here at Ibrox.
There's Lou McCarry with Frank Connor. He'll certainly be happy having survived the early effort by Ali McCoy. Celtic have gradually got themselves into this game. This is Trevor Stephen. The Rangers know too that if they slip up today, the lead could be cut back to just 3 points. But here they come forward now. McCoy's in there, but the ball spins behind for the goal kick to Celtic.
Celtic back three really are defending well, particularly crosses coming in like this one from Trevor Stephen. McNally and Mowbray not giving Haitley McCoy an inch.
It's Goff's header. And Peter Grant struggling a bit there. It's McCall who pounces. David Robertson runs in support. It's played through though, looking for Haitley. Trevor Stevens here, the goalkeeper was it away. Bonner under a lot of pressure there. This is McPherson for Rangers. And for McCoy, stays quickly closed down. Celtic defenders working hard, doing the job well so far. This is Ferguson. Good ball to Robertson. It's away by McNally. This is Jury. Hateley's up there. And a lot of Celtic players around him. And the danger's cleared. This is Goff. Ferguson. Trevor Stephen. Looking for Hateley. Corner to Rangers. So a huge cheer goes up as Rangers attempt to battle their way back into this game. Time running away from them as half-time approaches. Trevor Stephen delivering the corner. And that's off the line by Martin. Wee Martin responding well. Still Rangers have it. It's played through by Goff. So Lee Martin to Celtic's rescue.
Yeah, it's a good corner here by Trevor Stephen, just flies it into the near post. Backward header by Matt Hateley, but Lee Martin clears it off the Celtic goal line.
And it's a free kick to Rangers. Well, can they pull it back here? Right on the interval. Psychologically, always a great time to score. Richard Goff's well forward, and that's a corner.
Yeah, wise to keep the ball well away from Paddy Bonner, because he's been commanding his penalty area this whole first half, coming and clutching everything.
So again, Trevor Stephen floats in the corner towards the near post. Not a good one at all. And Peter Grant clears the danger. There goes the half-time whistle. Well, the reaction of the crowd, I think, tells the story. There's the man who put Celtic ahead after 29 minutes, skipper John Collins. A free. There are no changes in either lineup as the second half gets underway. Rangers have Mikalichenko and Duncan Ferguson on the bench. Celtic have Paul Byrne and Brian McLaughlin. Well, Celtic have won this corresponding fixture for the past 3 years, despite Rangers winning the league. They won 3-0 in March 91, 2-0 in March 92, and 2-1 last year, which in fact ended a 44-game unbeaten run by Rangers. Celtic winning 2-1 at Parkhead. The goals by Collins, who scored today, and Andy Payton, who's since left. Collins to Faulkner. Now it's Grant. Donnelly. Holding off Goff. And he wins the throw-in for Celtic. In fact, the ball spinning, bouncing behind for the corner kick.
As a bit of the Celtic fans aren't here to see the performance of Simon Donnelly today, I'm sure they'd have been greatly encouraged. It's always nice to see somebody coming through the youth policy and making an impression at Parkhead, and certainly today here at Ibrox, that he's doing.
It's been a meteoric rise. That was McNally who got in the initial header, but now the ball's picked up by McCall. This is Ian Ferguson for Rangers. McPherson. That's Presley. Jury. Rangers making no great headway at all. Ian Ferguson back to Goff. McCall is shouting for the ball away up on the right-hand side. This is Jury. Goes behind for the goal kick. Well, Pat Bonner seemed to have that covered comfortably.
Yeah, it was a patient build-up by Rangers, knocking the ball about. Eventually fell to Jury, but it was way off the mark. Pat Bonner dives to his right nevertheless.
It's Robertson getting a touch for Rangers. Jury's in there as well. Away by Dovchak. It's a Rangers ball. Aimed at Hateley. Made off by McCoy. It's Hateley. turns it away for the corner. That will encourage the Rangers fans up.
I'm not so sure whether this was going in. Certainly Mark Haley connects well enough. I'm not sure whether that one was going to drift past the post, but Pat Bonner taking no chances.
That's Trevor Stephen with the corner. And the referee awarding the free kick to Celtic. The Rangers really failing to capitalise on set pieces. Trevor Stephen getting his head to the ball. Now it's Ian Ferguson. Stephen through for Haitley, who timed his run nicely to get away from Mowbray. It's McNally who clears, and Barry Smith got it away. But fine running by Haitley. He timed it perfectly to get away from Mowbray. Got in the cross, but Celtic managed to scramble it clear. This is McCall. Lifting it through, looking for Robertson. And using his pace. That's away by Mowbray. Returned by Jury.
Yeah, McNally and Mowbray. Their concentration's been magnificent in this game. Looks as though Mark Haitley might get there first, but Mowbray comes charging in and heads that one well away to Jury, who knocks it back into the hands of Pat Bonner.
So Alexei Mikhailichenko looks as though he's just about ready to come on. Well, again, two players going for the one ball, Presley and Robertson. Again, it sums up the way Rangers are playing this afternoon. An angry verbal exchange. The Rangers about to make a change. They're taking Presley off and Alexei Mikhailichenko. Come on.
Yeah, I think Walter Smith's well aware that Rangers need a bit more width in this game. It just really hasn't been happening for them. Quite simply because of the Celtic's tactics, which have worked wonderfully well.
This is Mikhailichenko. Ferguson. Trevor Stephen. The Rangers have shown a lot of fighting qualities this season. We'll have to draw on them now. That's Bonner again, no. And he takes that one well. Challenge coming in from Ali McCoist.
Well, he does take that one well, and Trevor Stephen firing in the cross, but as I mentioned, I mean, it's a flawless game this afternoon.
Well, Rangers were a team going for the treble. So far, they look like a team that's just wants the season to end. They've really got to buck themselves up here. They've got to find something from somewhere. Haitley trying to force a play through. The chance is on for Jury, but the ball broke away from him as he took his first touch.
Yeah, well, Jury's first touch lets him down here in a great situation there, but the ball just runs away from him.
And he gets in the cross here, but again it's well handled by Pat Bonner. And the game he's having.
Great opportunity for Jury there, just poor control let him down, but he was in with a shot on Bonner.
So Rangers about to make a second change. Duncan Ferguson, the £4 million man, comes on, and Ali McCoist leaves the field.
With Duncan Ferguson on now, I'd fully expect an aerial bombardment. But in saying that, Mowbray, McNally and Dovcek have handled the aerial threat of Haitley wonderfully well so far.
Trevor Stephen is taken out of the play, and free kick. So it's Jury with the free kick. A lot of height here now in this Rangers attack, but it's Mowbray who's there. It's Trevor Stephen. Just failed to keep that one down. A fine effort nonetheless.
Well, he makes fabulous contact here after this free kick's headed back out towards him on the edge of the 18-yard box. He really gets behind this one with his left foot. It sails over the bar.
It's Donnelly. Ian Ferguson giving chase. It's Donnelly again. Celtic could finish it all off here. It's Faulkner trying to force his way through. But McCall did enough to block his progress. There's Duncan Ferguson getting a touch. Hateley's in there with Mowbray. McNally responds. Here's Mikhailichenko. Good play by Mikhailichenko, left by Jury. And it's swept away by Collins. He got to it just before Trevor Stephen. But everyone expecting Jury to have a go there. That looked like handball by McGinley, but the referee allows play to go on. It was a delightful play by Mikhailichenko. Here come Rangers again.
I tell you what, that Celtic defence has been absolutely magnificent today. Mowbray's won every single header, and McNally's not been far behind.
This is Mikhailichenko. Long ball footed in by Goff. Then Mowbray responds. It's away by Collins to Grant. This is Donnelly. Played through by Martin to Faulkner.
Well, once again, Simon Donnelly involved. Knocks it out to Martin. Now, Wally Faulkner hits this here, but he just delays on it a little bit. It swims past the post. A little half chance there.
Ferguson almost caught there. He recovers though. Played through by Goff. Touch on by Duncan Ferguson. This is Hateley. That's Mikhailichenko. Rangers need a touch of magic from this man. Still it's Mikhailichenko. Still Mikhailichenko. Oh, he's done it! It's an incredible goal by Alexei Mikhailichenko. And Ibrox Stadium goes absolutely wild. Tremendous skills from the Ukrainian player. Jinking past player after player and delivering the shot that took a deflection. But still tremendous play by Mikhailichenko.
Well, we said, Gerard, he needed a touch of magic. Well, I think it was maybe a touch of luck they got there. I mean, Mikhailichenko picks the ball up and comes inside a couple of players, but it takes a wicked deflection. Comes inside here, inside, looks up, nudges it again, hits it, and a wicked deflection. Think of Matt McNally and into the back of the net. Cruel luck for Pat Bonner and the Celtic defence.
But it doesn't matter how they go in, as long as they get there. Well, can Rangers go on and win it now? Well, a rather rash cross by Mark Hateley. The adrenaline obviously pumping. Now Celtic about to make a change. Paul Byrne is the man coming on. And it's Simon Donnelly, who's run the legs off himself. He's played absolutely magnificently. And he can look back with a lot of pride on his Old Firm debut.
It's a terrific match on Simon Donnelly, and I think you can confidently predict that he's going to turn out to be a player.
Mikhailichenko to Robertson. McPherson. Duncan Ferguson gets a touch. This is McNally. Under pressure from Hateley. And Hateley wins the corner kick. We're inside the final minute of the match. Can Rangers win on an afternoon when they've underperformed? It would be a bit unfair in Celtic, who've put so much into it, but when did fairness ever come into an Old Firm scenario? It's Trevor Stephen with the corner. Duncan Ferguson climbs! Now it's McCall. Ball takes a deflection. Away by Martin, only as far as Trevor Stephen. It's McPherson, but the referee spotted an infringement. It's a free kick to Celtic.
Well, they certainly came close to getting the winner there. Trevor Stevens swings this one way over to the back post. Great leap by Duncan Ferguson and a good header. John Collins clears this one off the line.
So free kick to Rangers, taken by Goff and given away. And there goes the final whistle. So it's honours even for the last Old Firm match of the season. There's the man who got Rangers out of jail, Alexei Mikhailchenko. Great play by him as he cut in from the left. A touch of good fortune as the ball come off McNally, but a vital goal for Rangers. The final score here at Ibrox Stadium: Rangers 1, Celtic 1.
There was 1 yellow card for Rangers, 4 for Celtic. Almost 46,000 watched it. Afterwards, Paul spoke to Walter Smith, but first to Lou Macari.
I've struggled for long spells in the game to try and create things. We had almost all the territorial advantage for the 90 minutes, by the way Celtic set themselves out to play, and we just never had that little spark that was necessary to break them down. We got a little bit of break and a deflected goal, but I think when you have as many players back as that, that's the type of goal that you're maybe liable to lose under the circumstances, and I was just pleased to see it going on.
It seemed to help Celtic, the fact that they didn't have the support. They felt everything was against them.
Well, I mean, I thought before the game, because we've experienced it in recent seasons at Leeds United, it doesn't affect what happens on the pitch, and I thought a lot of the stuff that was mentioned before the game is totally wrong. You have no influence on the referee. No decent referee would allow themselves to be influenced by the crowd anyway, and I think that showed that. And you know, whether you agree with what was done or whether you don't, the one thing is certain, that it has no effect on what happens on the pitch, and that's a couple of times I've experienced it now, and I think it's wrong of anybody to consider if it does do.